Good afternoon. We're here for our update, our regular update for February 2015. I want to begin with the referendum we held on the alcohol regulations. We did hold that referendum on January 17th as to whether the community wanted regulations with respect to alcohol in our community. The results of the referendum were no, they did not. In addition, we were seeking comments back from the community on whether the community wanted to go ahead with a business proposal that was presented with us to have a brewery in our community. The answer to that was also no. So we will not be proceeding with either the brewery or the alcohol regulations, and Council has passed a resolution to accept the decision of the community. It's just unfortunate that there wasn't as many people as we would have liked that came out and actually took part in the referendum. Nevertheless, the community has spoken and Council has accepted their voice. I also wanted to take this opportunity to commend the staff who handled the information sessions, especially Amy Lickers and Matt Jamieson. I think that they did an excellent job in presenting information to the community, especially in light of such an emotional issue, which led to some difficult meetings for them. They handled it very professionally and I want to commend them for that. This whole project was about giving the voice to the community on this issue, and I think that we were successful in doing that. Thermal treatment plant, the testing is complete, and I've been informed that just this week is when we got the final report from RWDI. Prior to this, we had received preliminary reports and a draft report, and we did not want to go to the community until we had the final report. Now that we have it, the staff will be preparing a special newsletter outlining the results of that testing, and we will be giving that to the community. The community meeting, just this morning, Council has agreed that the community meeting will be held on February 25th from 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. We don't have the location yet, but do watch for the flyers as to where that meeting will be held. As I said, at that meeting, we will be having RWDI present. You'll be able to hear from them about the testing, plus we will have a special newsletter prepared that community members can get and will be taking home to them. We also hope to look at solutions or options with respect to the disposal of our waste. In the meantime, I again want to encourage everyone to please recycle. I know we have recycling people down at the landfill, and they are just informed that they have increased the number of homes that they collect from. But it's still not enough. We still need to encourage everybody to recycle as much as we can, and I think that that's something we should be concentrating on and making a priority for our community. Education, the review of the federal schools, which was conducted by Michelle Salt, who was a consultant hired by Indian Affairs, is now complete. We have a draft, and we are working towards a date as to when the final report can be presented to the elected council. As soon as that is done, we will have a discussion about further steps we want to take, and we'll let the community know when we can release that report to them. On Bill C-33, I think it's still in abeyance. We're not sure what's happening. I know that the National Chief just recently wrote to the Prime Minister to emphasize the importance of education and accepting the resolution that was passed by the Chiefs in December to establish a framework on an act on federal funding to First Nations education. We'll keep you updated on that issue as things progress. Again, I want to mention the mobile coach for cancer screening will be in our community on May 12th. It was here in December, and I think there were a number of people that took the opportunity to go in for screening. I want to encourage everyone to get their annual screening done, especially those who have never screened before. I think we all know that we are losing too many of our people to cancer, and if we can promote screening, it might help to save some of those lives. Six Nations Council and the Six Nations Animal Control Program have asked me to announce that the Animal Control Program will be partnering with Welland SPCA to pilot a mobile spay-neuter clinic that will start in April. There will be approximately 5 to 7 mobile clinics per year for 5 years as a means to help the SPCA refine the clinic that will eventually go into the remote northern communities. This will provide an opportunity for Six Nations community members to have their dogs or cats spayed or neutered at a reduced cost. The overall goal is to work towards reducing the over-pet populations. The cost for the spay or neuter is $140 per day and $80 per dog. Is $140 per dog and $80 per cat, regardless of how large or small the animal, and regardless if it is a spay or a neuter. This will be open to the community in April, and we can give it an exact date later. This will be on a first-come, first-served basis, and you must prepay. There will be a limit to the number of animals per clinic, so a waiting list will prompt how quick the next clinic will be held. Pets must undergo an examination prior to the operation to ensure the health and safety of your pet. The animal control program will monitor the stray cat dog activity to see if there is a decrease in the stray population in our community over the next 5 years. More detailed information regarding the dates, times, location, etc. will be forthcoming, and advertisements will be put out to the community. For more information, you can call the Six Nations Animal Control Program at 519-445-2947. Let's help to control the pet population.